What's up guys, Jaco here, and yes, I am finally back to making content, hopefully. I don't know what kind of schedule I'm gonna do because I'm just getting back and I've started doing college again and all that. So yeah, I don't know what the schedule is gonna be and what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna try and make it work. Basically, this video is gonna show me comparing my old PC to the new PC I just bought. Yes, I bought a new computer and it's so much more powerful. And I love it. The main reason I got it is because my old computer was so loud, but this one is not nearly as loud, and I'm so happy about that. You can't like hear it at all really, and it's performing way better than the other one. I love that. But anyways, this first little bit is gonna show me on the old computer, testing the limits of it, and then the second part is gonna show me on the new PC setup, how powerful it is, and I'm gonna show some replay footage of my first ever win and my first ever game on the new computer when it comes to solos, because there's actually a good game even though I didn't win that one. Well, anyways, I hope you enjoy. Ever since Chapter 2 Season 6, I've pretty much always played on performance mode here, and even though I could bring the cap up, I usually play in 60 FPS because I usually want my computer to not be super loud. Sometimes I go up to 120 though. 120 is the max I've ever done. I used to do unlimited FPS starting in Chapter 1 Season 8, but starting in Chapter 2 Season 2 I would slowly lower the cap. And since I'm getting my new PC, which by the time y'all are seeing this I already have it, of course, it's just gonna be later in the video, we're gonna find out once and for all, both in Battle Royale and in Creative, what the max FPS is, because I don't even know. Alright, so the cap I've usually done ever since I've gotten performance mode is 120 FPS. I have not tried anything higher than that, and we are going to try unlimited to see how it is, because I would usually still get consistent 120 FPS, but the computer is just so loud that I still don't really care. Okay, we're just going to kill this guy first. Alright, so while we're auto running to zone, I'm actually kind of nervous. Unlimited. I've not done this before. It seems like I'm getting into the 180s. Wow, that's pretty good. It feels so smooth. Sometimes dipping down, yeah. Currently it's dipping down to the 100s. Okay, now that we know that, let's lower the cap to 165. So basically what it did in Chapter 2 Season 2. Chapter 2 Season 2 is when I capped it to 165 FPS. Feels super smooth, so much smoother. Like, you've seen me do crazy plays on my channel and all that multiple times, and a lot of it is on 60 FPS. And I can't wait to see what this new PC does, because I don't have it currently by the time I'm recording this. And this is my first game of the day, so yeah. I say it's my first game of the day, and then I just start doing edits like that. You can already hear the PC getting slightly louder in the background, probably. But once it gets into its super loud phase, that's what annoys me. You'll definitely be able to tell. I'm trying to get a high kill game here, but there's literally no enemies around. This is why I miss the old Team Rumble, where I can get like 25 to 30 bombs pretty consistently. There we go. Probably the final victory royale that I'm gonna record on this computer. Okay, well, my FPS is still capped at 165 FPS, and I'm getting like perfectly smooth 165 in creative here. Super smooth. I really like it. I hope that this new computer, I'll be able to do stuff like this, where it's super smooth and all that, but it stays quiet. You probably heard my computer being super loud in the background before, but that's on 60 FPS, and when it comes to 60 FPS, it'll sometimes be loud, but it will eventually stop. Like, at 120 FPS, it rarely stops once the computer gets going and starts being super loud. And anything like above that, it like never stops. It takes a little bit for the computer to first be super loud, but once it happens more often as the computer stays on. The computer hasn't done it yet, and I played a Team Rumble match, and still sitting on high FPS. Now I'm curious, if we bring it to unlimited, oh, unlimited, we almost at like 300 FPS. Okay, so this is the computer when it's like super loud and all that. And you can hear it through the microphone pretty loudly. And the microphone is kind of far away from the computer. If I bring the microphone closer, as you'll hear, it gets louder and louder. That wasn't even as close as it could be. I could have gotten a little bit closer, but who cares? It's not gonna. It doesn't matter that much. Yeah, and it's super obnoxious. I've been dealing with this for almost 4 years now. It wasn't as bad at the start, but the older the computer got, the more often it did it, the longer it did it, etc. So I'm hoping this new computer won't do this. And it doesn't only do this when I'm playing games like Fortnite. Sometimes it'll just do it when literally nothing is running and just the computer. It'll happen a lot less often, but every now and then it will do it for a couple minutes. So that's the last that you're gonna see of this computer. I know, it's kind of sad. It's sad for me too. Y'all probably don't care, but it's sad for me because I've been using this for about 4 years now, and before this I was an Xbox player. So moving on to another PC, it's just feels weird, and I'm gonna miss this old one, but I'm also not gonna miss it because it's so obnoxious. Anyways, let's check out the new PC. And boom! We are on the new computer setup. I've already checked FPS and stuff to make sure everything works. And oh my god, this new computer is insane. When I have performance mode on and stuff like my original settings, the FPS just skyrockets up and it's insane. In creative at least. Right now I'm not in performance mode, but I have all low settings currently. Except for 3D resolution. And also what's cool about this is that now I can finally make use of my second monitor in terms of computer stuff, rather than just having the Nintendo Switch plugged into it. But let's go into creative and show you all this stuff. So we're on all low settings, 240 FPS, just to start off with. Yeah, there we go. We landed and already so much better. The gameplay is so smooth, like I'm not used to it. So I'm mostly getting consistent 240s when in-game on low settings. In creative it was much higher and I can go in much higher settings, but then again it's creative mode. So it makes sense. But actually in-game here, we're mostly getting in the high 200s. When we're not moving too much, we're in the 240s usually. Alrighty. Oh my god, it's so smooth, I'm not used to it. Sheesh. I'm not used to smoothness, especially not in performance mode. Well, I still got the kill. The unfortunate thing is, I'm not really finding too many people. Oh, the MK felt so nice there on high FPS. A little bit scuffed because I'm not used to how this feels, but alright. Oh. Jesus. Boom, victory royale. So that was gameplay on normal, like low settings, but let's try performance mode. Okay, we're in performance mode now. Boom. Nice and smooth. Just how I like it. To be honest, this is probably how I'm gonna continue playing, is on performance mode, but y'all tell me if I should sometimes go for the higher graphics at times. Boom. No. This feels great. Ooh. Boom. Boom. Victory Royale. Now that's my return to making content and all that. With this new, pretty dang good PC.